what I have here are a pair of brand new Bont Jet inline speed boots, and also the same Bont Jet that is about 3 years old. Okay, I'm not going to do a review about the features about Jet because there are other sources on the internet that you can find out about the product. But what I want to talk about today is the durability of these Jet boots. Okay, these pair have been used for almost 3 years, but if you take out the COVID movement control order period of time where no outdoor activity is allowed, then it's about 2.5 years. Okay, as you can see, the most obvious difference is the color. Okay, this is what it looks like when it's brand new, and this is what it looks like when it's 3 years old after a lot of use under sun. Okay, so that's why if you choose boots that are brightly colored, be aware that the color will change significantly over time. If you have a somewhat dull color like black or silver, most likely it will pretty much look the same. Okay. The second thing that I also want to talk about is the liner, because usually that's where many of the boots get worn out. As you can see, the liner actually is mostly well, except that in some of the areas around the lip where the fabric has been a bit worn out, torn, and also I have to do some like small stitching to get it split the fabric back together. Okay, and also the third thing that I would like to point out is the bumper. Okay, plastic bumper here on the Trio Jet has some cracks on it, but it's not falling off and it's still doing its job. Okay, and the next thing I'm going to talk about is things that I've actually replaced on the Trio Jet throughout its life. First is one of the bolt was rounded. One of the 3 mounting bolts was rounded, so it has to be replaced. But the other 3 bolts were the original bolts that came with the boots. And the other thing that I basically replaced is the other laces. They get a bit like almost like worn out or like frayed after like 2 years, so I have to replace. Okay, now coming to the main topic, why this pair is replacing this pair. Okay, during the 3 years or 2.5 years to be precise, I use it probably about 4 to 6 times a week for training, and also for its first year, which is roughly 2019, I do use it for some competitions. So as you can see that there are some wear and tear and also some pressures, but the biggest reason that I have to give it up is because it's getting a bit loose. I mean, the dimensionally they are still pretty much the same, except that when I skate on it, it feels kind of loose and it feels like the shell is getting a bit softer, so it's spreading out when I'm skating. So I no longer have the kind of support that I used to have. However, when I took the measurements, this compared to this, it's basically the same. But it does feel like this is much looser than this. So probably the other reason is overall the boot gets stretched out a little bit more. Okay? But otherwise, if you look at it, Jet is a good pair of boots because they do last a little bit over 2 years, which is reasonable if you use it a lot. Bont. So this is probably one of the reasons why Jet is the best seller. The majority of the skis that are sold are Jets. Okay, if you are interested in this product, you can contact me or visit www.bont.com to find out more about this wonderful product. Thank you.